Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I saw this tweet where the person was asking, are you okay with people not liking you? And, the thing is this. I feel that people think that I would care if they don't like me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not care. No, the funny thing is that people have, well, I'm not going to say have always, but I just know that there are people in this world that will try to push it out there that I do care. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care. The thing is this. If I were to care, I'm going to be losing hours of sleep at night. I'm going to be trying to figure out how can I get this person to like me. None of those things ever cross my mind. So my thing is this, if you don't like me, that's on you. I'm not going to be mad at you about it. I'm not going to argue with you about it. If you don't like me, you have your reasons for not liking me, and I'm not going to take them reasons away from you. But here's the thing, though. I feel that when people make it known, like they try to just put it out there way too much that they don't like me, I'm like, okay, how many times are you gonna say it? Like it's just no, the reason why I say that is just because of times when I've dealt with some stuff on the internet, and people, like, they put it out there, they make sure of it, that they gotta let me know on a regular basis, and I'm like, okay, that's, thank you for letting me know. You have let me know for the past however much time that unpassed. I'm going to tell you right now, from the first day all the way up until this very moment of me doing this podcast episode, I am not going to lose any sleep. I'm not going to lose my mind over it. It's something, it's like one of the last, not maybe not last few things, because it's like I really don't know where my thought process is going to take me some days, but it's something that's not going to have an impact on my day. Like, my thing is this. I got 24 hours in the day. There are so many things I could be thinking about. There's so many different things I could be doing. I could be exercising. I could be working on content. I could be playing video games that I like. I can be eating something, just making me something good to eat. Freaking getting me some good drinks. I don't care what the situation is, but it's like I got 24 hours in the day. There are a lot of things that I can do with that 24 hours. Why should I be worried about another person not liking me? And that's something where it's like, I guess if you know me from somewhere, then it's like, oh, well, then I'll have to say, like, if you actually know me, like, you are like a close friend of mine or a close family member, and word gets around that you don't like me, I think I would probably be somewhat curious. But I have to say, like, there's two different, like, lines to that. Like, there's the people that you do know, and then there's the people that you don't know. I'm more so talking on the people that I don't know, because I've never really dealt with somebody that I do know that don't like me. Like, if they don't like me, then it's like, okay, well, why are you hanging out with me? Why are you talking with me? If you don't like me, then fam, like, then let us just go in our separate directions. Let me take my watch off real quick. But yeah, let's just go in our separate directions, act like we don't know each other, and we could just go on about our lives. But it's like, and I guess, like, just overall laying out that scenario, like, what if I did get, word around that, I just saw like a message, but anyways, but like, no, let's just say, like, word got around that like, yeah, let's just say I'm gonna lay out a friend and a family member, but let's just say it's a close friend of mine, but word got around to me that they don't like me. That's something where I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. No, nobody didn't tell me. They never told me. It's like they ain't gonna walk up to me face to face and be like, hey, I don't like you. If a friend, and I have to say, if a friend were to do that, I'll be like, all right, I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I'll be confused, because I'm like, I don't know what I've done to you, but at the end of the day, I'm like, hey, if this is our final conversation, then so be it. It's like, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. You have the best possible life you can have. I'm gonna have the best possible life I'm gonna have. We could go our separate ways, never cross paths. I'm chilling. All right. So it's one of those things, but it trips me out though. Like, I remember hearing like stories, like there's this one situation where it was these group of friends where they didn't like one of their friends, and they killed the girl over it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, fam, that's going too far. Like, if you don't like a person, drop contact with them. But it's like when you're trying to end their life because you don't like them, that's crazy. That is some wild stuff. Yeah, I remember, I think it was on that TV show Court Cam, and it was one of the cases on there where they, like, lured the girl out off in some woods or something. And, yeah, they attacked and killed her. And I'm thinking to myself, you could have just very well just said, hey, we don't want to be friends with you no more. I would rather have it where that girl's sitting around crying, trying to figure out, like, what's wrong, than, and obviously, you know, the girl's going to go out and find better friends. That's one thing about it, where it's like, look, there are a billion people in this world. I'm not worried about one person not liking me. If I have the whole world not liking me, then I did something crazy. All right, but if it's just one person, and it's like most likely I'm gonna meet maybe a million, couple million people. I really don't know how many people I'm gonna meet throughout my lifetime, but I feel like I am going to meet a lot of different people. I'm not one of those people where I just rely on a friendship or a family member to just always be there. It's like I lay my options out, you know, with, like, when it comes to stuff like that. So yeah, if I have a friend that doesn't like me, I'm not gonna lose no sleep over it. I got a gang of friends, so it's one of those things where I'm all like, hey, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Same with family. If you don't like me, I'm not gonna hold that against you. I'm not gonna be mad at you over it. I'm not gonna question you. But if the thing is this, if you don't like me but you're being fake, like, you act like you like me, you having conversations and all this other stuff, talking with me and all this, and it's like, why go through all of that? You know, it's like, and I know people will probably ask, like, well, what would I do if I don't like a person? If I don't like a person, I'm not going to be associated with them. I'm not going to want to talk with them. I think they will get the clear message if there is some tensions between us, you know. And then I guess if they are wondering, like, hey, do you like me? Yes or no? I'm going to check no. I ain't going to try to beat around the bush. I will at least give them the explanation on why I don't like them. So yeah, let's say for an example, if, some like random, you know, friend, whoever, I don't know. Well, obviously ain't no friend, but yeah, it's like, let's say if I do have tensions with a person, they approach me on some, you know, mature stuff, and they're all like, hey, I heard that you don't like me. What's the issue? I'm going to tell them why I don't like them. I'm like, there's things that you do that I don't approve of. And if I can, I don't know, if I can think of them, like, you pour your milk first before, you know, your cereal. You're supposed to pour the cereal and then milk comes after. I'm sorry, but I can't be cool with you if you're going to be carrying on like that. I guess on some, like, silly, I just want to make it clear, I'm not going to hate a person or not like them because if they're doing some stuff like that. I promise you, I will be the best of best friends with that person over some stuff like that. Stuff like that don't bother me, you know, but I would look at them and be like, nah, yeah, I don't know about this individual. Like, nah, I'll call them out on some stuff like that. I'm like, man, what is you doing right now? I'm like, nah, we gonna have to have a conversation because you can't be doing that too much. But on some real life stuff though, yeah, stuff like that, it's not gonna bother me. I'm not gonna care. But no, but it's like on some, like, real life, like, I don't even know what the situation can overall be, but it's like, it usually takes a lot for me to not like a person. You know, like, I had to say I might not trust an individual, but overall liking an individual, yeah, I can't say that I cannot like a individual. It's like, especially if I don't really know them, you know, if it's like, if there is a situation where I don't like somebody, I'm like, then I guess I would try to understand them first before I just, you know, have that confirmation in my head, I don't like this person. No, I'm gonna try to, like, figure them out. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, if there's some stuff that they doing, like, let's say if they do drugs. Now I'm like, I still, though, I feel like I more so won't support their choices in life, but I can't say that I can't put myself in that category as, like, I can't like that person, you know. But yeah, I just might not support their the things that they do. But I'm trying to think though. It's like it would usually take a lot for me. Like, you would have had to have done something to me to not like that individual. And that, I had to say that'd be the only reason. But to just out of nowhere just not like a person, yeah, that's just weird, you know. And I see people that carry on like that, and I'm like, what have they done to you? You know, it's like it's a weird thing, man. But But yeah, I was like, I was talking on friends. I think I did talk on family a little bit. But yeah, if there was like a family member, and I guess like talking a little bit on that too. If there was a family member that was like, oh, I don't like Tyler. He's weird. He got his YouTube stuff going on. I'm like, you're just a hater. I'm like, nah, it's just on some weird stuff where I'm all like, you're not liking me for whatever the reason is, and it's a dumb reason. Like I had to say that should be the only reason why you should not like an individual. If they've done something to you that upset you and then put you in some mood, that should be the only reason why you don't like a person. At some point in time, you will have to like let that go, because it's like you go years and years and years not liking an individual over some stuff, and it's like, if they apologize, they apologize. You don't overall have to trust them in your circle, but you should not be going your whole life not liking an individual, but yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, a person should definitely apologize if they have hurt you and they put you in a situation where they don't like you. But it's like, that would be the only reason. If a family member didn't like me, it's like, okay, what have I done to you? And even if it's a friend, it's like, what have I done to you? Whatever it is, let me know. If I feel that it requires me to apologize, but if I feel like I need to explain myself, so if it's like a friend or something, I'm trying to think of what situation would I feel like I shouldn't have to. Okay, yeah, let's say it's the content. Yeah, let's just use it for both friend and family. Let's say it's the content creating stuff. I feel like, that's a known thing where it's like, yeah, sometimes, people ain't gonna support you throughout your content creating career unless they are also content creators and stuff. But anyways, yeah, let's say that that's the situation. So yeah, let's just start off with a friend. I'm like, okay, what's up? Like, I heard that you didn't like me. What's the issue? And they was like, well, I don't like the fact that you're a content creator. You need to go out there and get you a real job. I'm like, okay. Question, when have I ever asked you for money? Never. All right. So when have I ever asked you for help? Never. So how does me having my career choices laid out, I already know what I plan on doing, I already know what I got going on, how does that affect you? How does me being a content creator, making a few videos, doing a stream, doing some TikToks, recording a podcast episode, how does that affect your life? How does that stop you from sleeping at night? How does that bother you? Because if it's on some stuff where it's like you're talking with people and they're like, oh, who's that friend? And it's like, oh, that's my friend. He's a YouTuber. Or like, yeah, they're all like, oh, what does he do for a living? Oh, he's a YouTuber. If that crowd of people feel a certain way about me being a YouTuber or a content creator, if they don't influence you, it's either you're gonna have to pick and choose. Because it's like, the thing is this, people can come to me with whatever career choices they got. I got friends that do OnlyFans, and I'm still friends with them till this day. I will talk with them as if they didn't even do the OnlyFans stuff. But it's like, why should that affect me? How should that make... I got friends that do OnlyFans. I got friends that do construction. I got friends that have worked in the same field as I did back when I worked at the cafe in Seattle. They're either cashier, cooks, chefs, whatever the situation is. But it's like, I got friends with a lot of different types of career choices and jobs and all that other stuff. Why should that affect me on my day-to-day life? That shouldn't affect me at all. So that's why I'm like, if somebody were to approach me on some stuff like that, friend or family, I would definitely look at them and be like, if you're expecting me to apologize over my career choices, that's not gonna happen. So where do we go from here? Do you either accept me for who I am and accept what I'm doing, or do we go our separate ways? Because I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to take away my happiness and whatever it is that I'm doing, because being a content creator, it makes me happy. I would have to say that's the one thing keeping me sane. That's the one thing keeping my mind right, is me recording videos, doing streams, doing podcast episodes, recording TikTok videos, Instagram videos, voiceovers, gaming, whatever the situation is. That's what keeps my mind going. Because I'm telling you right now, if I wasn't doing content creating stuff and I had to do something else, I don't know where I would be. I'm telling you right now, I think I would be mindless. I don't know where my mind would be at if I had to do something else besides content creating. But I'm like, look, I've been given a life. I'm going to do what I want to do with that life. If it ain't bothering my thing is this, if me making videos bothers people, that's on them. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So it's like, if you gonna cut me off on some stuff like that, fine, so be it. Again, I am not going to care. I wish you nothing but the best. But I do think that it's silly if you gonna not like me on some stuff that I decided to do. So it's like, and that goes for any high-ranking person in my friend group, any high-ranking person in my family, like, members and stuff, parents, cousins, sibling, who else? I'm saying, like, that type of stuff, it don't, I'm telling you right now, I'm at a point in time, I am 27 years old. Stuff like that, it ain't gonna hurt me. It ain't gonna make me feel a certain way. So I'm telling you right now, it's like, people be thinking like, oh, it's like, I promise you, you not liking me, that's going to affect you more than it affects me. Take that information however you want to take it, all right? So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe if you're viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe viewing this on podcast streaming service. Thank you guys, and peace.